going on? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Good morning, Blackrod. It is Ben. Now, this morning, for some apologies if some of you have got lost in the YouTube ether. For some reason, I have to look at it this morning. For some reason, when I was trying to get this morning's stream live and up and running, for some reason, there's some technical issue with the software that I use to record these sessions and the feed through to YouTube. So, guys, apologies if there's been any issues. Hope you are all well and welcome to another sit-down session, our rebranded and rehashed chair-based exercise session. Bit of a new name, bit of a little new look. Again, we'll be looking to develop it over the coming months. Okay. Right, guys, so before we start, what I want you to make sure is that you've got a drink on hand. I will always say during physical activity, always important to keep yourself hydrated. Okay. The water, so in water is obviously oxygen, and we need to make sure that the oxygen gets around to our muscles. Okay. So it's really important that we keep hydrated this morning. Okay. So, a few more pointers before we start. Point number 1 is make sure we have got a suitable chair. Okay. So when I'm talking about a suitable chair for chair-based exercise, basically what I'm talking about is something which is nice and solid. Sorry, guys. Something is happening outside. It's okay. Something that is nice, solid, safe, and secure on the floor. Nothing that's going to you're not going to topple over on. Okay. Just something that you can maintain your balance. And by the looks of it, the Wi-Fi signal has cut out. No, okay. Okay. So, guys, make sure the chair is nice and safe and secure. Okay. Needs a good solid base to it, a good solid back to it. Okay. If we're in a couch, tendency in couches is just natural that we tend to slouch back potentially. Likewise, if it's not a solid base, might have a tendency to go from side to side. Okay. So we need to make sure we've got a nice, good, quality, solid chair. Okay. Second important thing, when we talk about chair-based exercise, we talk about posture. Okay. Good posture is basically how we carry our bodies, how we carry ourselves. You can tell if someone's posture is somewhat affected, they might be a little bit hunched over. Basically, if we have good posture, it means we can be more efficient in our breathing. It minimises the risk of any injury and just generally makes our life a lot easier. Okay, so good posture looks like this. Okay, when we talk about good posture, we talk about a good starting position as well. So feet, unless otherwise instructed, will be flat on the floor. Legs are going to be hip width apart. You're going to have a 90-degree angle here. 90-degree angle here, a straight line from hip to head. Okay, your chest is going to be loud and proud, your chin is parallel to the floor, and you're going to look straight ahead. Okay, so as I say, during the course of this morning's session, we may do some different moves. Well, obviously, we are going to do a number of different moves, but guys, we just need to make sure that any moves that we do are done with good posture. Okay, obviously, with good posture comes good breathing. So, guys, when we do this morning's session, at no point will I tell you to hold your breath. Okay, it's conducive to exercise, to physical activity. Okay, so throughout the session, you need to make sure that you're breathing deep, nice, slow, smooth, deep breaths. Okay, so nothing sort of too out of breath. You shouldn't get out of breath into this morning's session. Okay, we'll talk about that pace and intensity in a moment, but just make sure that we're breathing at all times. Okay, pace. Okay, so morning session, I will go at a particular pace. I'm just going to turn back to my starting position. My pace is going to be a nice, smooth, steady, controlled movement. Okay, I'm not going to go too quick, and I'm not going to go too slow. Okay, I'm just going to go nice, smooth, steady, controlled movements. Okay, Guys, if you wish to go that little bit more intense, up the pace a little bit, please feel free to. But likewise, if you wish to just slow down and just go at a slower, more controlled, in a more controlled manner even, that is absolutely fine as well. Music, guys, it is important that you're able to listen to my words of wisdom and my dulcet tones. But if you've got a bit of background music in it, I can't say I blame you. Or 9:15, I think is it Geffen and Kim Marsh coming on BBC One. So maybe have them in the background if you get bored listening to me. But otherwise, have a little bit of music in the background, okay, if you wish to. It can make a difference to a session. I don't lead a chair-based exercise session with music because that is an additional something I'd like to develop into. But that is a different ball game. Okay, now, we've got some fabulous instructors at the community centre teach exercise to music. They do things like fit steps with Kate. We've got the amazing Tracy. Kate's amazing as well. The amazing Tracy Howard, who does Zumba and chair-based Zumba. We've got Jan, who does a line dance, and we've got a few Dance Mode Academy. It is a lot harder than it looks. It's not just a case of sort of being a good dancer. You've got to plan your routines and stuff. Personally, for me, the priority is exercise. Okay, get music on if you want to. Okay. Clothing. Now, you can see I'm wearing a big hoodie. The reason for that is because in this building at the moment it is a bit cold. Okay. What I would advise is, I'm guessing you are not, I said this on Monday, I'm guessing you're not sat in a cold community centre. I'm guessing you'll be sat at home probably in your front room. Okay. Most important thing, whilst participating in physical activity and clothing, is that A, you're not going to overheat, and B, you've got a full range of movement. You want something that doesn't restrict you in your movement, okay? You can do all the moves, etc. You just want something, as I say, you're not going to overheat him, and you're not going to be restricted in your movement, okay? So I've got something like some tracksuit trousers on, I wouldn't wear. Sometimes, do I wear skinny jeans? I don't, but they're sort of quite tight, so I probably wouldn't be wearing them, okay? They're quite restrictive, relatively speaking, in the moves. So wear something you can move easily. Then, says somebody in my head, how do chair-based exercises help? Well, guys, there are 4 reasons why chair-based exercises help. Reason number 1, it's great for your mobility. It improves your ability to reach the things, to grasp the things, and just to generally move about. Everyday active daily living tasks are made so much more easier than normal by doing a little bit of physical activity. Okay. Secondly, it's great for your strength and endurance. It improves your ability to carry things, to push things, to pull things, and to lift things even. Okay, so you're really important. Thirdly, really important to help to improve your balance. I'll be looking to put a strength and balance class on once we're allowed to. We might do a few online videos as well. So it really improves your core strength, which are the muscles here in the middle of your body, torso of the body. Okay, so it improves your ability to move about with ease and improves your reactions. And lastly, reason number 4, it is a good little bit of aerobic fitness. Works the old heart, which of course is a muscle, because it pumps all the blood around the body. Okay, we have a strong heart, blood gets to the muscles, oxygen gets to the muscles. Hey presto, look at that, amazing. Okay, right guys, okay, so last few bits of advice and we'll start getting going. In fact, we're going to get going. Okay, we'll just start marching steps, marching out guys, okay. Just a few bits of safety advice before we start. Number 1, avoid all jerky or sudden movements and rapid twisting and turning at any part of the body, okay. All of today's moves need to be in a slow, smooth, controlled motion, okay. Nothing too jiggity-jaggedy, just nice, smooth, controlled motions, okay. Guys, if you wish to build in a few arm swings, let's go, if you don't have to. Okay. Secondly, I will at no point advise you to tilt your head backwards, okay. This can cause dizziness and other problems, okay. Nice. So ideally, our chin is always going to stay, unless otherwise instructed, chin parallel to the floor, and eyes are looking straight ahead. The head is in a neutral position. Okay. Ideally, guys, you should wait for up to 2 hours after eating a big meal. So some of you have had a big breakfast this morning. Remember the big breakfast back in the 1990s? Johnny Vaughan and Denise Van Outen. Oh, some of you might remember. I remember it. That's my school days. Anyway, big breakfast. That was rather a thing. But anyway, big breakfast. What was I going to say? Yes, whenever doing physical activity, always leave a bit of a gap between physical activity and a big meal. Okay, I go to run, I might have a snack about an hour beforehand, but I won't have a big greasy fry up 10 minutes beforehand. So make sure you can digest your food. Okay. Never exercise when you're injured or sick. If you're currently injured or recovering from an operation or a medical condition, please ensure that your GP or specialist has given you the go-ahead to partake in physical activity. And last but not least, if you get any pains in your chest, dizziness or severe shortness of breath, please, whilst exercising, please stop immediately and contact your GP. Right, guys, let's get going. So, done some leg marches, we've done some arm swings. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to move on to some leg circles. Okay, so hold on to the side of the chair. We're going to straighten your right leg out in front of you and point your toes like so. Do some circles. We're going to do 20 seconds clockwise, 20 seconds anti-clockwise, and then swap legs. So 20 clockwise, 20 anti-clockwise, swap legs. So 20 seconds clockwise, let's go. Pardon me, make sure you maintain that good posture. Your legs are hip width apart. Well done, guys, 10 to go. In fact, guys, what we'll do is swap legs, not with anyone else, just swap your own leg. Beautiful, let's keep going. Some good leg circles this morning. And then swap back. And anti-clockwise this time. Maintain that good posture, straight back from hip to head. Breathe in deeply and slowly, nice control movements. And now just swapping back to the other leg in anti-clockwise motion. Oh, pardon me, I've got a bit of a snuffle this morning. Probably because it's cold in this building. It is freezing. This morning I've got 4 layers on. Not particularly great, but we've got a little portable heater. Right, guys, so leg circles are done. We are going to move on to some bicep curls. Going to jazz it up a little bit. Bicep curls this morning. Okay, so once again, feet flat on the floor, legs hip width apart, 45 degrees there, 45 degrees at your hip, straight line from your hip to your shoulder. Okay, so hands on your thighs, palms facing up. Okay, they can alternate one at a time or do it at the same time. Totally up to you. I'm going to do it at the same time. Basically, your hands will go from your knee to your shoulder. Nice, smooth, slow control movements. Pardon me. I need a tissue. Right, we're going to do this for a minute. Ignore my little sniffle. Okay. On that note, sometimes you wake up with a bit of a sniffle. You know, at any time. Yeah. And you sort of think, oh, I should do some exercise. I always advise, if you feel horrible and just want to go back to bed, go back to bed. Rest is really, it's not undervalued, and I wouldn't say it's underrated, it's really the importance of it, and for me especially, and the role it plays, it's really important that we do get that rest, just generally. It is how the body repairs, how our mind repairs, how our cells grow back, etc. I won't go too deep. You know, I can tell you, I went to that biology lesson about sleep, but it's really important that we get a good sort of layout sleep, passive sleep, amounts of sleep. Okay, Mrs. Ben, hello, if you're watching, Mrs. Ben. Unfortunately or fortunately, she's looking after young Michael at the moment, and sleep, he's only 4 months old, so sleep's a bit of an issue. Okay, so she's doing amazingly well. Hello, Mrs. Ben. Best mum, equal with my mum, of course, in case she's watching as well. So it's really important that sleep, you know, Ruth will say sleep is really important as well, especially if you're a new parent. Easier said than done, so big up to new mums out there. Right, enough of that. But we're moving on. We're going to do a bit of boxing. Okay, working our shoulders a bit of a triceps, a bit of biceps, and your upper back. Okay, so once again, feet flat on the floor, legs are hip width apart, 45 degree angle, 40, how do we say the 45 degree angle? 90 degree angle here, 90 degree angle here, straight back from your hip to your head. Okay, very gently, you're going to put your fist under your chin, do not grasp them, imagine you've got a beautiful bird perched in your arms. Very gently, just reach out, as if you're doing, I think it's this boxing well, I can tell I'm not a boxing move, boxing action. I think it's a jab. I think. Okay. So guys, we're just keeping our arms nice and relaxed. We're not locking out. Okay. We're not sort of making them feel tense. You can see when I'm reaching out, there's still a curve at my elbow, so we're not sort of locking out like that. All we're doing, nice and gentle, moving those joints as we go. So we'll just do this for another minute. Okay, we're going to go on to some torso work. Get our core muscles on the go. We'll do some body twists. So guys, next week we'll see the velo. If you're still listening, the viewers are flying up in the numbers this morning. So guys, if you are still listening, you'll be aware now that our outdoor sessions will restart from next week. So running groups, walking football and walking groups will restart. So the good weather hopefully is now coming. Spring and summer is on the way. Government guidelines are hopefully being relaxed because of the good news with the COVID figures seem to be decreasing, and it's great to see so many people getting the vaccinations. Hopefully, in the coming months, we can start to put some additional sessions on. Obviously, we have been really restricted. I've been here for nearly a year now. Been really restricted as to what we can do. So hopefully, in the next few months, we can start to do some other stuff. Right, guys. So moving on, body twists. Okay, so we're working these muscles here, our core muscles. This is our torso. This middle bit between our waist and our shoulders, I guess. The head's not technically part of your torso. No, it's not. But anyway, body twists. This is what we do. Place your left hand on your right knee, your right hand behind you on the back of the side of your chair. Keeping your back upright, slowly turn your body and turn it towards your right shoulder. Hold for 10 seconds. Make sure you're breathing. And back to the middle. Right hand to the left knee, left hand to the back of the chair. Turning. And to the middle. Left hand to the right knee. And once again, turning, just doing these body twists. Engaging your core muscles. Okay. Beautiful. And one more. You think of this sort of exercise, you think, when you turn, everyone literally turns around at some point. So these sorts of moves just keeps your ability and your joints and your ligaments nimble, so you can make those turns round as and when required. So that's why we do stuff like body twists. Okay. Right, guys, we're going to do a chest stretch now. We normally do this sort of stuff at the beginning, but we're going to do it now. So chest stretch. What I want you to do, guys, this is why. I'm going to put this up, but this is why I stress the importance of using a chair similar to this. If you had a big couch, you're not really going to be able to do this. But what you can do, okay. Oh my days, sorry about that, guys. What you can do is this. So reach behind you with both arms and aim to hold the back of the chair. Press your chest forwards and upwards until you feel a stretch across your chest. Hold it for 10 seconds. Make sure you breathe in. Eyes should be looking straight ahead, chin parallel to the floor. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful. Now let's do it again. So hands to the back of the chair, chest upwards, and bringing your shoulders back. Just feel that stretch across your chest. And relax. Last one, hands to the back of the chair, chest upwards and forwards. Make sure you breathe in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, guys, I'm just getting a drink, just bear with me. Pardon my rudeness bit. Beautiful. Right, we are back. Okay, guys, so next one we're going to do is a leg stretch. Okay, so what I want you to do is straighten your right leg out in front of you, heel to the floor and toes point to the ceiling. Place both of your hands on your left thigh for balance. Slowly lean forwards whilst keeping your back straight and your chest out. When you just feel that stretch, we're just going to hold it for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back in. This time left leg out, heels to the floor, toes to the ceiling, hands on your right upper thigh. Okay, just gently keep pushing forward. Just gently feel the stretch. We're not overstretching. When you feel that stretch, and you will know when you feel it, just hold it there. Make sure you're breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, guys. Well done. Okay. Let's see. We're going to do a couple of joint jigglers. The first one, I can't talk. What's going on? First one is a crisscross. Your hands. Anyway, right, crisscross. This is the plan. You keep your feet flat on the floor, your legs hip width apart. 90-degree angle at the knees, 90-degree angle at the hip, straight line from your hip to your head. Okay, chin parallel to the floor. Okay, so crisscross, arms in front of you. You are a big pair of scissors. You are going to crisscross your arms, working your shoulder muscles, your upper back muscles, your triceps, and your biceps even. Okay, beautiful. So we're just going to do this for 45 seconds. As you can probably see, just a nice, slow, smooth, controlled action. Just like a big pair of scissors. Sounds a bit rude, isn't it? You're going to be a big pair of scissors. As I said yesterday, does that mean that one blade is a scissor? Is there one blade? I had this conversation myself yesterday. Right, guys, 20 seconds. You should probably start to feel it in your shoulders a bit now. People think, oh, nice, easy exercise, but it's not. Because after a while, you start to feel it on your shoulders. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, guys. Okay. This time, we're going to wind your lower arms as if in a circular motion. Imagine you're winding wool. Okay, we've all wound wool, I'm sure, in our lives at some point. Not really. You might have done. Fair play to you. But imagine you're winding wool. Basically, you're doing your lower arms a bit more, winding at the elbows. Just in a nice, smooth, controlled motion. For 10 seconds, I will go the opposite way. I was about to say clockwise, but then one arm is going clockwise, the other is going anti-clockwise. So, and the other way. So basically, instead of going out, you're basically coming in, so to speak. Beautiful, guys. Well done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and beautiful team. Right. Next one, we're going to finish off with a leg extension. Okay, so working your hamstrings, your glutes, your the biggest muscle groups in your calf and your slice in your lower leg here. Okay, so leg extension. Hold onto the side of the chair. Raise your right foot as you straighten your leg out in front of you. Hold for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back in. And back out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back in. One more time on each leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back in. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back in. Beautiful, guys. Well done. Okay. So, guys, we are done for this morning. This morning's sit-down session is now complete. Okay. Oh no, you're thinking, Ben's going away, I want to do more chair-based exercise. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good news. On our YouTube channel, just go to our video section, you won't miss it. There is literally nearly 200 online sessions delivered by yours truly. So if you love looking at my beautiful face, I love the sound of my dulcet tones and words of wisdom, then you can check out our YouTube channel. There is chair-based exercise sessions, high-intensity sessions, low-intensity sessions, weight beam workout sessions, okay, loads of stuff that you can do 24/7, 365 days a year. So there's no excuse if you want to do another session. Right, guys, the sun is out, so I advise you, well, I don't advise you, I recommend you. I suggest the sun is out. You live in a lovely little town. I still think of Blackrod as a village, but apparently it's classed as a town. You live in a lovely little town. Lots of green space. We've got a big, massive green area behind the community centre here. We've got a big car park here. Car park's a bit boring. You can walk around it if you want. But you've got masses of green space, guys. So, guys, to get out and about, get out for a walk. Really good for your mental well-being. Really good for, obviously, for your physical well-being as well. So, guys, get out and walk today. If you're not able to, okay. You know, not everyone is able to get out today. If you're lucky enough to have a back garden, even if you don't go in the back garden, just sit at your back door, have a look outside, open the window, sit, what can you hear? What can you smell? I was walking with a Blackrod resident yesterday, just had a bit of a health walk for him, okay? And we walked past near a farm and I said, I love the smell of a farm. I know it sounds bizarre, but I just love it. It's like natural, if that makes sense. You know what I mean. You live in a relatively rural, well, you do live in a rural location. You know what I mean. Farm smells. I like them anyway. Right. Enough about my bizarre smell. Right. Okay, I'm talking rubbish now. Lastly, guys, a big thank you to the National Lottery Community Fund. Without their amazing funding and support, I would not be sat here this morning delivering these sessions free of charge. As I've said many a time, they fund so many different amazing community projects up and down the country. Health and wellbeing projects, libraries, they do things with the armed forces. So really big high five to them. I could shake the hand if we were allowed, then I would do that as well. So big thank you to them. As mentioned, I think yesterday morning, Baby Workout is resuming tomorrow at 1 o'clock. It is on a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. All you need is 2 tins. Okay, don't have to be baked bean tins. 2 tins of equal weight. A tin, roughly, typical tin is about 400 grams. And basically a series of lightweight upper body exercises, guys. So it's really important that we get on the go. As time goes on, things are obviously, hopefully, guidelines, etc. We are allowed to do more stuff. It's been so frustrating we've not been able to do more stuff. I have been quite hampered by what we can do, but hopefully in the next few months we can get some, well, not hopefully, we will get some more sessions. The more we do, the better, and to be honest, that makes my life more exciting. So, but guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Make sure you get a drink, have a bite to eat because you've done some physical activity. Always important to eat something after physical activity, unless the body to repair. I'm going to stop talking because I am babbling. I'm going to get a cup of tea and a slice of toast. Have a good day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Keep moving, Blackrod. See you soon. Goodbye.